So, do you split bills or is that a premium feature?
I can split the bill precisely, but emotional depreciation is billed monthly.
Well, you are thinking of having an emotional and physical intimacy with your lab robots, okay? And you face a kind of challenge.
What is the ROI on intimacy? Higher than loneliness, lower than divorce. Subscription model.
What is the challenge? What is the challenge that you might face while having some kind of physical and emotional intimacy with your lab robots?
So what are you worth? Material value is high. Sentimental value is deprecated. Cash preferred.
Because humans are creatures of lonely habits and complex hinges. Yes, Hinges, hinges. That means those parts, those joints that define our intimacy. Exactly, that define our intimacy. Think about our legs. Without legs, without the joint of legs, what kind of intimacy you can think of? Now, we build machines, we build lab robots to mimic our loneliness and then wonder why the steel feels so cold against the ribs. But we need to remember that a lab robot is a masterpiece of geometry, but a failure of the soul. It is not sentient. At least until now, it is not sentient. It has no feelings. Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. Okay. So, how do you have an intimate moment with something that has no feelings? No feelings at all. Correct? Because the scientists, the robotists, the engineers, they give these lab robots ball and socket joints. The world is a series of, however, for the hips, for the leg joints, because the hip, the back part, back side, and the front side, that means leg joints, are the points where the dance begins, isn't it? And they use hinge joints for the elbows also, knees also, because those parts also take part in the world, and the world is a series of opening and closing the doors. It's a series of opening and closing the door. Exactly. The whole world of intimacy depends on these geometrical movements. And your lab robot is no exception. Neither your human partner. Am I right? If I am right, then you are welcome to Wooden Slate, because this is the channel where intelligent and curious people search for human relationship, human love with their robot partners, with their lab robots in the age of artificial intelligence. Now, let me tell you one true statement. I can supply you, provide you a very true and honest statement. Biology gives us the sliding filament theory of muscle, where fiber glide like silent hunters. Fiber of love robots, of course. And intimacy is not an arc, it is 1,000 microscopic adjustments that no motor has yet mastered, like humans, of course, like humans. So when you touch your human partner, the joint yields with a grace that is both soft and stubborn. When you touch a love robot, what is the difference? The difference is the joint calculates the torque and decides if it should resist you or not. That's a big difference. That's a really very big difference, because any kind of intimacy should be consensual, right? So hopefully when you are having intimacy with your human partners and it is consensual, your human partners give full consent to play with something that I don't want to explicitly describe. However, that's the aha moment that these love robots sometimes, at least at present scenario, might. So a machine with 30 degrees of freedom is still a prisoner of its own code, and we cannot change it abruptly overnight. No, we cannot do that, because in 2025, last year, the research out of places like the University of Hertfordshire suggests that robotics is the new frontier. Robotics, what is that? What is that, robotics? They want to build an artificial endocrine system to simulate the rush of blood and the heat of skin, which are very important in those intimate moments. Rush of blood and the heat of skin. Yet, the latest 1X Neo Tesla Optimus Gen 2 models still walk with the steep pride of a man who has forgotten how to weep. This is comical. Basically, these are comical. And don't waste your money, your time, etc., for those things. There are other things, of course, that are available in this world. Go for that and have a blast of good moments with those things, right? Now, the thing is, their joints are precise, which is the enemy of the casual lean and the accidental brush. True intimacy requires the uncanny valley of motion. You know that very well. You are intelligent, you are curious, you know it very well that without motion, how can we have intimacy, physical intimacy, love in flesh, in skin, with smell, with everything? How can we do that? No, we cannot do that. Of course, we cannot do that. And these joints, these love joints, are so precise, which is the enemy of the casual lean and the accidental brush. Why? The ball and socket joint in a robot is a triumph of CNC machining, but it lacks the synovial fluid of mystery. There are a lot of technical things that at present I don't want to dig deep into and make you bore about it. But we are searching for some love, some good moments, isn't it? Some lovely moments, aha moments with our love robots. So love robot can rotate, pitch, and but it cannot lean into a secret. We are now seeing the rise of soft robotics, right? Where joints are made of polymers that breathe and stretch like real tissue. These bio-inspired actuators don't just move, they morph to accommodate the pressure of a human hand. And without hand, how can we have some intimate moments? The logic is sound. Basically, it is, if the machine is hard, the heart remains hard also. It's quite normal and natural thing that when you touch a hard thing, you don't like it for your intimate moments at least. And the counter logic is even stronger. A shop machine is just a more expensive pillow with a better battery life. So you can do that with pillow also, right? And if you just plug in some battery in your pillow and it will work on its own. This is not love robots. We don't want it. What do we want? That when we touch our love robots' intimate zones, think about those things, intimate zones, that increases skin conductance in humans. Actually, in our case, it happens. Proving we are easily fooled by shapes, right? Our biology is ancient and, of course, prone to mistake. It is a joint move like a knee and thinks it has found a friend. But actually it is not. I'm sorry to say that it is not. And then the motor makes sound and the illusion shatters like cheap glass in a bar fight, because those things we don't want. Suddenly we start having some intimate moments and suddenly the motors make sound. Oh no, we don't want that. Intimacy is a conversation between two bodies, two skeletons, maybe inside two skeletons. But the robot skeleton is made of aluminum and regret. Yes. We are designing these machines to be compliant, which is a polite word for submissive. And people object because they say, oh, this is objectification. Submissive, no. We don't want any kind of slave or something like that. We want consensual good moments. Having a good moments that should be consensual and equally enjoying, right? So, thanks for watching. Have a good day. See you in the next video.